if y'all have been keeping up with this whole like Adam Ray OK Lucas drama, we got a bit of an update today because Adam Ray OK did make a video addressing the whole situation with his ex Lotto, which, by the way, letting you guys know from the jump of this video, obviously y'all know that I've made a couple videos about this situation, and I had said out of everything, Lotto seems to be the most shady because he obviously like cheated on Adam and he was caught doing it. And I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I don't think that he was ever going to tell Adam about that. But somebody, a fan out there on the streets, was recording and obviously made it public, and that's how Adam Ray OK ended up seeing this whole thing, which I felt so bad for him for y'all. Like honestly, like just seeing everything and having to like hear like that, especially after Lucas coming out with his story, it just made me really feel bad for Adam Ray OK because he genuinely seems like such a sweet person. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like not him literally getting played like this and in a situation like this. But before we get into that and the update on that situation, I do want to go ahead and talk about this Lucas situation because, y'all, I recently made a video about this because more details that came out because his best friend did speak out about this situation. Y'all know that I said within that video, if you guys know this clip that everyone is talking about, please tag me in it because I need to know more information on this. If you guys don't know what I'm referring to, Lucas had came out, he made a video, and he basically was alleging and alluding that somebody slipped something in his drink, and he made it seem like it was somebody from Lucas and Louis Castro and Adam Ray OK's friend group, and it was just very accusatory in my personal opinion, which I said could be very, very damaging. Y'all, I had said in that last video that I made, I was like, if y'all have seen this video floating around on TikTok, because a lot of people were saying that he was live while he was in the hospital, the nurse said like, oh, like we can't check for that because it would like be out of your system by now. One of y'all tagged me in that video and I did see it with my own eyes that yes, he was on live and the nurse did in fact say that. So when he got onto the internet saying that there was like GHB in his system, which if you guys don't know, GHB is also known as kind of like a roofie, you know what I mean? Which I guess people slip into people's drinks to like take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me choose my words carefully here, y'all, because YouTube is just so damn sensitive. These days, I'm getting so many videos demonetized, which by the way, check out Patreon. It'll be linked down below because obviously it can't get demonetized there. So anyways, y'all, I was so mind blown by this because at first, when I first saw his video, I'm keeping it so real with you guys, I felt so bad for him. I was like, oh my gosh. But then as soon as more details came out, it ended up looking like he obviously got tipsy. And hey, maybe somebody did, okay, because I did say it before. Maybe somebody from the bar or something, maybe somebody did slip something in his drink. You know what I'm saying? That is obviously still a possibility. Everything obviously seemed really scary for him, so I felt really bad. But then when more details came out, it seemed like he jumped the gun way too fast, and it seemed like he was accusing people. And I just think that's really messed up, and I think that that's very dangerous because obviously for a short period of time there, yeah, it may have only been about a week. It made Louis Castro and Adam Ray OK look really, really bad. And even Lotto, even though Lotto is like super shady, obviously, for, getting caught up and cheating on Adam Ray OK like that, I still think like that's very dangerous to basically be making these accusations when you have no proof of it. Do you know what I'm saying? And now that I've seen this clip from the whole live of while he was in the hospital, I was like, y'all, he doesn't even know if he was in fact roofied. So I'm like, why are you getting out here and saying that? Like, I don't know. I just did not like that. And honestly, it kind of really rubbed me the wrong way. Also, by the way, speaking of which, I actually just saw this like therapist or like I don't know exactly what their title is, but I saw it on TikTok of this guy, and he had said, that it's a actual fact that 85% of people that hear a story first believe that story first, even if facts are backed up on the opposite end later. Okay, so meaning, say for example, if I come out with a story, you heard it first, but then person B comes out with their story, and they have all the proof that I was lying. 85% of the people still believe the very first story that was told. And I have to say, I find that to be very damaging because obviously we don't know the truth of the matter. And when everything came out, like with the whole Lucas situation, we didn't know all the details. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously things had to unfold and we had to see all these different pieces here. And obviously we started to see, okay, there was a lot of cracks in Lucas's story because he was obviously so scared, and I still do give him the benefit of the doubt of this because y'all know I've said it. I feel like it is, if you guys have ever like woken up blacked out, it's a very scary feeling. You're like, what happened? And then especially when there's like video clips and pictures and people are saying you did this, this, and this, you're very like, oh my God, like you don't know what to believe. You can't, like imagine what happened. Obviously, you're very distraught. But I think it's a very dangerous thing to like piece things together, because at the end of the day, we all know when you are intoxicated, you do act out of character. A lot of people are saying that Lucas was kind of like embarrassed for what he did, so therefore he had to like build a story around it, which I don't know what the truth is, but obviously if he did do that, that is kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, piece the stories together, talk to everybody and be like, hey, what did happen from your point of view? Like, if you're with a group of people and there's like, 6, 7 people, talk to all of them and see what all the story is. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously you can piece together what happened, because it obviously did come out that he was hitting on Lucas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ooh. Anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on that. Thank you to you that tagged me in that video. I forgot your username on TikTok. I really appreciate it, because the way I was like looking for that clip so much, because I'm like, why are so many people saying like, no, well, he was on live, the nurse said we can't test you for that. So I'm like, why is he saying that that's in his system if you don't even know? Anyways, I do want to go ahead and run this clip right here. You guys can see about Lotto, because people are now putting it out there that Lotto does have a history of cheating on Adam. And I have to say, this is so messed up. Like, I just don't understand. Y'all know, if you guys watched my podcast before, which I miss it. Every single time that I mention the podcast, I'm like, I miss it so much. Y'all know I hate cheaters. I am so sorry. Like, I just always feel like if you are in a situation to where you feel unhappy in your relationship, just leave. It's that simple. Just be like, hey, this is not working out, and dip. But I really do feel like you are a selfish person and you want your cake and to eat it too if you stay in a relationship that you cheat on somebody. And clearly, we could see that Lotto cheated on Adam multiple times. Obviously, from that clip right there, you see him all macking it up on this guy while he was allegedly with Adam, okay? I do want to play a clip right here from Adam Ray Okay's video, to where he is addressing the whole situation and confirming his breakup, because a lot of people were speculating that he was back with Lotto because they were seen at the same party together. I got to keep it real with you guys. I thought they were back together too. I was like, oh, is he back with him? Like, no, don't take his ass back. He's shady. So check out this clip right here.
So I'm just gonna blow it out the water like a big whale. I'm no longer in a relationship, and I feel like I never said those words up until now, and it feels very weird. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to like say my feelings about it, because like I feel like people will use my feelings and use them against me, and be really mean. But yeah, my relationship for almost 6 years is now done. Ew. There's not really much else to say about my relationship situation. The years that we did spend together were, I'm not gonna cry on the internet, I'm not a weirdo like that anymore, The years that we did spend together were so beautiful to me. I feel like I learned a lot. I loved a lot. I grew up with this person. I met this person when I was 20 years old. I'm now 26. And all I really want to remember is the good that came out of this relationship. I'm a strong believer in God does everything for a reason. And I'm just here to follow his path. He has a destination for me, and I will gladly follow that.
There, y'all saw from right there, he did confirm that he is broken up with his boyfriend, because I do want to go ahead and play another clip for you guys, to where he was seen at the same party. And, obviously it's going to look some type of way. And look, I got to keep it with you guys. I have actually been in a situation like this before, of thinking that one of my homegirls was back with somebody that they said that they were done with. And I was like, y'all have mutual friends, right? And I'm like watching their Snapchat stories, Instagram stories. I'm like, y'all are with the same people at the same house party. House party is very intimate, especially around the group of people that I'm talking about. So I'm like, this is really weird. But then apparently she had got invited also. So I was like, girl, what are you doing? She's like, oh, no, I'm not back with him. And low-key, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was like, I don't even believe you. And a lot of people were thinking the same thing about Adam Ray. Okay, they were like, oh, okay, this fool is back with Lotto because they were seen at the same party. Check out this clip right here.
Also, let me tell you. So I saw this thing on TikTok where people were like, oh my God, they're back together. Like, they're at the same house and they're at the same, using the same toilet, pooping the same room. You guys, me and Lotto were together for almost 6 years. A relationship that I built with a friend, he built that same relationship with a friend. I'm not gonna like cut off my friend, and neither is he. So if our friend is having a birthday, I mean, we both have to go and show support. I have no control over what anybody else does with their life. I'm gonna show up for my friends because they're my friend, and vice versa. If Laura wants to show up for his friend because it's his friend's birthday, hey, I'm not gonna be like, no, please.
There y'all see his explanation for that. Obviously, they've been together for a while. They have mutual friends, and I totally do, understand that, and I really do hope that he sticks it through, because I think, like, honestly, from what I have learned about Adam, like, what's so crazy? I've been following him like since the pandemic, because I used to love his whole Rosa character, but I didn't really know him like beyond the character. Do you know what I'm saying? And recently I've been watching his videos more, and he seems like such a sweet, kind person, and he does seem like he deserves nothing but the best, So I'm like, I hope that he sticks this through. And I do want to go ahead and play one other clip actually from his video, and he's like saying that he may be moving back to San Antonio, Texas, which I think is so crazy, crazy because obviously he established this relationship over here in Los Angeles. I'm saying over here in Los Angeles while I'm filming in Phoenix right now, y'all. I'm just so used, obviously, to being in LA. But anyways, y'all know exactly what I mean. It's like he literally was building this life over here with this guy. And now he's like, oh, I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to San Antonio, which I don't know. It just makes me kind of sad because y'all, I'm a Pisces, okay? I'm always going to be rooting for love. And even though Lotto is shady, you know what I mean? He obviously doesn't deserve Adam, but I feel like maybe Adam will find, somebody better, maybe in San Antonio or maybe in LA. But nonetheless, it just sucks to like have to, change your whole entire life, obviously, because of this situation, because Lotto is a shady ass bitch. Okay, I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. Check out this clip right here.
Also, I'm thinking of moving back to San Antonio. I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna miss my friends. Yeah, I don't know why I get emotional when I talk about moving back to San Antonio. I miss my family, but I also feel like I've built such amazing connections out here in California. I've made some of the best friends that I've ever made in my entire fucking life. So like, obviously I'm gonna be sad if I move away from here, but my forever home is in Texas. Like, I want to die in San Antonio. I want to be buried in the town. I miss my grandma. I miss my mom. Like, I'm constantly on the phone. My sister was the one calling me right now. I'll call her back right now when the phone video's over. That has been in my head a lot lately, trying to figure that out. I obviously have a home here. There's so many things that I have to focus on right now and just get straightened up while being in my travel era. All right, I'm really thinking about buying a house in San Antonio. Even if I can like go back and forth, like not give it, move, fly. I'll go back and forth. I'll sleep over at Louis' house every time I come.
There y'all see from right there, he may be moving back to San Antonio, Texas. I don't know, y'all. This whole thing to me is kind of sad, but I do have to say kudos to Adam. I hope that he really, stays strong. A lot of people were speculating like, oh, he seems very insecure. He seems like, oh my gosh, like he's gonna get back with his man even though he cheated on him and made him look dumb, blah, blah, blah. Like a lot of people were commenting about that when that whole Snapchat story had came out and that they were at the same party. And it just kind of sucks that people had that perception of him. But in a weird, twisted way, I really do think him seeing comments like that will really teach him to have some like pride and have some self-worth and know that he does deserve better. Because y'all, I'm so sorry, but I've seen so many of my friends before like take back a cheater and I'm just like, what are you doing? You deserve better. And I really do think that Adam deserves better because he seems so sweet and he seems so kind. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys this update, obviously, because I've been like following along with this whole entire story. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions about the whole Lucas situation. By the way, he still has not said anything else on TikTok. He literally posted that one TikTok. It's still up. He turned off the comments to that video though, by the way, which obviously leads me to believe that he's getting tired of seeing those comments. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about this whole entire situation and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.